Hello there and welcome back to Terraformental. So let's do a loop now. Because we got stuck, you have died, and then wake up. And then we do this one. Yeah, it basically has everything inside of it. As you quickly down the bottle of water, you consider your next move. Santorini definitely isn't easy to reach, but you're confident that you can make it. With efficient preparations. It's because we used a lot of power in the early stage. That's the reason. Let's get the supplies first. Let's actually wait. So we have like a bunch of stuff already. Then we do this one and to get this. Oh wait, why did I have 5? Oh well, it will just go away if you let it go through. So generator is on. So I'm gonna go to Lorien, get the generator up and running, then get the batteries, and then fully charge the rover before we go. Kind of crazy how fast we're going now. Went for like 4 minutes to like 1.5, yeah, 1.5 for the entire thing. Get the supplies first. That's so cute. We can keep this here and basically already leave. That didn't even take 3 minutes. So yeah, let's go to Lorien. We can't go straight through to the other one yet, because we haven't been there. But now we're actually gonna go get our power all the way up. And while it creates a storage for the on power, so we don't need to wait on the generator, we can get the extra batteries for the extended range. That should also give us more than enough resources to sustain ourselves. We do have the 25% increase on resources, so that helps as well. Oh, and I probably want the water generator on it as well, or the water recycler, so we can actually generate our water while we're on the way. Should probably install it immediately. Oh, get the lost rover supplies is also a combined thing now. Get the supplies and install the gen first. Still takes about a minute. Kind of sad I can't see the increase in here. It just says 1.10. Oh wait, just not color. So this is like half of the time needed now. Start generator. We're not gonna bring Rover inside yet. No, add all the resources first. Or, no, actually I do need to take it inside. I think unlock. Well, the other one is just putting it, yeah, I might actually take the bottom one. Now we can take the protein bars, add a bunch of fuel. Yeah, so we still have one left. Give me one water pouch. And let's move water recycler outside. Load water recycler on Rover. Then hook it up. Give me an air tank. Install water recycler. Takes about 7.5 minutes. Or seconds. Not minutes, thankfully. Seconds. And then we can gather the lost resources. The lost rover. Increase our power capacity to 600. And hopefully that's enough to get there. Otherwise I need to get the generator on the rover. But then we can't get as many resources. So we can't get the water bottle generation on the rover if we don't do it this way. Because I'm pretty sure you can only have like the generator or the water recycler at the same time. And now we're pretty much topped off still. Oh, this might already install it from the speed this takes. No, actually it doesn't. Install empty. Give me the water bottle. Yeah, it actually takes a minute to do this, still. And then after that we park it. Might have been easier to park it, put it on recharge already. Oops. Connect the charger, add fuel. Yeah, in a way we can just wait. Because it does need to be mostly fully charged. We can actually make that work. Because we're gonna need to use the power to get there. And the mobile generator is still generating 4. So, and charging is 3.5 per second. Yeah, that water increase helps a lot. Because now we can actually sustain ourselves on the water recycler. And it's done charging. Let's get this first. And disconnect and leave. There's now a combined thing. And still has like 200 power. Even after all of this. But now we can depart to Santorini. With like almost all of our resources filled up. There's already a 25% increase in speed, so... And that's the first part. You look across the desert at the border of to the rocky region that leads to Santorini, hoping you can get a little further through this time. Now let's see, navigate rocky terrain. It should give us a speed boost. This does take way more power to get through. And at the full clear we can probably get like a 25% speed as well. Let's do fill water bottle while we're at it. So I only use these water bottles instead of our smaller pouches and small water bottles. We only use 2 ration packs until now. So that's working pretty well. But yeah, we've drained a lot of power just doing this one. And wait, you find yourself immensely glad to have found Mary's diary. While she didn't record every turn or rock formation, her notes often spare you from wasting time going down dead ends. Even so, you're looking forward to learning the correct path through so that you can get out of here faster. Yeah, still 2 power per second. Yeah, you need a lot of power to get through. So it shifted from you need a lot of water and food to like you need a lot of power. And I'm guessing that artifact fixed most of that issue, those issues. Now let's see if this actually is enough. There should be enough to clear this at least. The problem is gonna be if there's more after this, is it just as horrible to get through? Or are you gonna be stranded again? Because we're cutting it too close. Few seconds left. Eventually you reach the edge of the area and have just one last canyon to cross. In fact, it's a river. Somewhere upstream is a glacier with heaters constantly melting the ice to create surface water. This canyon carrying it forward towards the equator and a warmer climate. It's a shame. It likely has all sorts of contaminants and alien bacteria, which would make it risky at best to refill your water bottles from. What's worse is there's not actually any natural way to cross it, and with a mountain on one end and a sheer cliff on the other, there's no going around it either. The good news is a dam was built across it, which allows a shallow portion of the river to be crossed when it's closed. You just have to find where exactly on the river it is. 1 power for 30 seconds, so this it literally is like 30 power that it uses. So that's still doable. Now the power drain is way less. So it looks like we went through one of our food sources. You're easily able to spot a large dam spanning the river, and you're pretty sure you can see the crossing point just below it. But with the dam open, it's still far too deep for you to safely cross. Mary's diary notes that the dam only fully closes when it detects the humidity of the surrounding area getting too low. Closing for even a short time forces some of the water to be absorbed into the surrounding soil. It seems you have no choice but to wait for it to be time. Thankfully, the dam seems to be broadcasting a short-range signal that contains, among a lot of environmental data, an estimated time for when the dam will next need to be closed. So about 2.5 minutes. But we can actually go and leave the rover and explore the area while we're at it. Especially when only the power is an issue at the moment. So this takes quite a bit of time. So it's basically the 19-minute mark when it closes. And I'm pretty sure once you get through, you can actually get the access codes. So you can close it yourself and don't need to wait. But that's only once you get through all of this stuff. You spend some time checking out the area around the dam. It seems like there's nothing to find. So you start retracing your steps to the rover. On your way back though, you spot something floating in the water near the riverbank just above the dam. As you get closer, you realize it's a collection of crates caught in some vegetation. Once the dam closes, it will get lifted off and likely swept away next time it opens. But for now, you should be able to snag some of them to find what's inside. Yeah, get the closest. I think they're in order from what I remember. So get closest crate. Won't be able to get many of these. Because it takes like 48 seconds. And we still have like a minute. So I'm guessing we can get two at best, depending on how fast we can get the other ones. You quickly grab the nearby green crate, and with some work are able to pull it up onto the riverbank. It looks in good condition, considering the journey it's taken, though the facility name on the side has been completely worn off, except for the first letter P regardless. The seal seems good when you open it, revealing a pair of water bottles at the bottom of the crate. It's not much, especially after the effort you went to for it, but it will help extend your supplies a bit. Not really. Oh wait, there's a normal water bottles. Yeah, that will actually help. Let's get the grey crate. That should be just inside of the range that we have. I actually don't know what happens if it's still here when the water goes up. If it just forces back or... Yeah, we should be able to leave just in time. Maybe. Oh well, we'll see. At least then we know what's in the grey crate. It most likely just cut off the access to it. Yeah, we have like 1.8 seconds left. Well, the crate was fairly easy to grab hold of. Its weight and it being partially buried in mud gave you considerably difficulty. Unfortunately, the mud also seemed to have wiped the facility name off entirely, so you're not getting any more letters from this one. The seal still seems intact though, which is a very good thing. It initially seems to be a crate of electronical supplies. Most of it's not of any use to you for now anyway. But you do snag a power coupler and an empty spare power cell. Underneath the layer of supplies though, you find here several bottles of alcohol which are of no use to you, but make you very curious as to who was packing the crate and why. Well, let's return. A siren begins blaring from the dam shortly before the flow water begins reducing until it finally stops. Oh wait, it's reducing, not the other way around. With the source shut off for now, the water level of the river below the dam rapidly drops, revealing a raised, stony crossing. On the other side, above the dam, the water level rapidly begins to rise, forcing you to move back away from the crates. All you can do is watch as one by one they're lifted off the plants they were caught on and begin floating, or in one case, being dragged further from the shore and out of your reach. So yeah, we were on the higher water area. Let's do these first. Get my water bottles. And then we actually do cross a river towards Santorini. As you reach the other side of the river, you notice a small control booth at the base of the dam. Might be worth checking out to see if there's any other way of causing the dam to close. Yes, it's 10 seconds. The booth is extremely minimal, but you do learn that it has a short-range communications. Now that you know the COM code, you can link your rover with the dam and extend it whenever you need. No more waiting. Let's actually add these. And then we cross. Oh wait, no, not cross. That's the other way around. Drive uphill. Oh, it actually takes like 30 power to do this. I almost went back. As you reach the top of the hill, you're finally able to see Santorini in the distance. It looks very different from the stations you've been to before. It lacks the surrounding support structures, but seems to consist of several medium-sized compounds spread over a large area, connected by large cables and pipes. It will still take you a while to get there, but for now the path runs along the top of a ridge, allowing you to keep Santorini in view. 1 power. I don't think we have enough power again. Install this first. I think we're gonna get way too close to not getting this. But now that should make it faster to get the batteries in and out. Yeah, might be forced to put the generator on the rover to do this next. Because resource is not a problem. Yeah, I know it's getting low on power. Oh, that didn't even matter, because this is the energy wave that killed us. So an immense burst of energy ripples outwards from where Santorini once stood, vaporizing all matter in its path. You don't even feel anything in an instant, you simply cease to exist. It seems that fears of the artifact exploding were well founded, though you're not sure whether it was triggered by something you did, or if you were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Perhaps if you can reach Santorini, you'll have time to learn more. You were vaporized along with Santorini after 21 minutes and 22 seconds. But yeah, that's it for this episode, so thank you for watching, I'll see you in the next one.